Abolish the death penalty is even more of a no-brainer than socializing medicine. Why do we have the death penalty? And I'm going to hear some flack from a few people saying, well, there you go again, talking about what other countries do and don't do. Well, you know, when other countries do things correctly, it ought to be praised. You know, our friends in Europe and Canada, you know, Australia, New Zealand, they don't use the death penalty. Most countries in Latin America got rid of the death penalty. And there's really no reason to have the death penalty. It doesn't deter crime. And really, even though support for the death penalty would not make someone necessarily a racist, it is kind of a racist approach to more criminal justice. I think it's absolutely barbaric and crazy that we have to have the death penalty. And I would like to see it abolished. It's unconstitutional. The 8th Amendment forbids cruel and unusual punishment, and it is most certainly cruel and unusual punishment. It is racially biased, because most of the time, if somebody of color, particularly an African American, if they murder a white person, everybody wants to see that black man executed. Usually all white juries will vote to give a black man the death penalty. But if a white person kills a black person, there's hardly any talk about the death penalty in such a case. And I'll hear some people say, well, you know, it will, you know, make it so that if you murder, no matter what the color is, that they get executed. No. Let's just not have the death penalty. And when it's not racist, it certainly discriminates against those who are disenfranchised, the poor. Why on earth, in the year 2012, do we still have to have the death penalty? It makes no sense to have it. It's just brutal. It's barbaric. It's pure savagery. What kind of nations and societies tend to have the death penalty? And unfortunately, we as a democracy, or a representative republic, we stand shoulder to shoulder with some of the most brutal regimes that have the death penalty. Communist police states like China, North Korea, they still use the death penalty. A lot of the Islamic dictatorships around the world, they all use the death penalty, Iran being a primary example. You know, usually all these despotic regimes out there, fascist states from the past, Nazi Germany, fascist Italy, Spain under Franco, Portugal under Salazar, they all practice the death penalty. Why must we still have the death penalty? And I noticed that any country other than the United States that calls themselves a free nation, a free society, got rid of the death penalty. Why should we still have it? I'm really wanting to know this, and I hope that there will be a time whereby the United States, whether it's done with a federal law or what is done in the case of a U.S. Supreme Court, that we once and for all can just say, you know, the death penalty is horrible. It's a crime against humanity. So let's do the right thing. Stand up against tyranny and abolish the death penalty once and for all. Thank you.